Hey guys, Alex here with this Cobb house, and I wanted to make this special little video here sort of as a year-end review, just kind of telling what we've accomplished this past year, what I've been working on here in the tool shop, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and then what's upcoming for 2021. So 2020 was an amazing year. Actually, we got a lot done. Started new projects. We did 6 or 7 hands-on workshops, and got a lot of progress here in the workshop on other side projects. A lot of progress made on rammed earth construction. I've acquired a lot of gear, such as these pneumatic tampers. You hook these up to an air compressor and it does the tamping for you. So lots of things getting set up, not only for 2021 but for many years to come. So yeah, getting set up for 2021 workshops. Those will start again in April 2021. Hopefully acquiring a piece of land up in Tennessee next summer, and then once I get the infrastructure set up there, we'll be holding workshops on that property. So that'll kind of act as partially my own school setting where you can come in and do workshops there. And there's just going to be a lot more opportunities opened up having my own piece of land as opposed to hosting with other people. For example, you might be able to come to my property and you can work on a foundation one day, then the next day we work on another building where we're working on the walls and the windows and doors, and then potentially other days working on other pieces. Just opens up a lot more flexibility on my part to offer more opportunities for you guys. So I'm going to pause the video here and show you around what I've been working on here in the workshop and take it from there. So beginning over here on the left, I've got some concrete pieces I created. This one on the top here was the prototype. The white portion is concrete. This is epoxy. I left it outside in the sun and the epoxy faded. And anyway, not using the epoxy for these. I ended up making a larger piece, same way. This is actually a set of table legs. It turned out really nicely, but the downside is it's extremely heavy, and so it's just not very practical in the end for what I'm trying to do. And over here I've got my new Miller welder. I picked this up because I needed to create metal table legs for the rammed earth tabletops I'm doing now, which I'll show you here in a minute. Anyway, welding is a new skill that I picked up this past year. Really great skill to have, and not too hard to pick up, get the basics down. And then I expanded my tool bench and storage. Done a lot of rammed earth test mixes, test pieces. This one right here was just dirt I got in Tennessee, and I mixed it with 10% lime, and it's extremely strong and has almost zero brush off. So I mean, that's as simple as you need for a rammed earth wall. Here I've got my pneumatic tampers. Picked up 2 of these. They're both really great. This one, this orange one, is extremely powerful. It weighs about 35 pounds, which is kind of heavy to manage when you're working with it a long time or in awkward positions. This one is much better. This one is from Henry Tools. Weighs about 20 pounds. I recommend this one more for rammed earth. And let's see, more storage. Experimenting with different mixtures for rammed earth. I've got white Portland, I've got lime, this is builder's lime, this is pozzolan, which looks a lot like lime, and white Portland cement, but it's some kind of a binder catalyst or something. Still doing research on that. Not sure if I'm gonna keep using that or not, whether it's really necessary. Supposed to make a stronger bond with whatever lime or concrete. Some rammed earth builders recommended that, so I have been testing that out. I've got more rammed earth building equipment. Here's a pneumatic tamper hose. And then here is kind of the main stuff I've been working on at the workshop here. Rammed earth tabletops. These two I just did this past week. These were created using crush and run gravel and added pigments. So this is actually the natural color of the crush and run, and then all the colors you see were added with pigments. So it picks up pigments a lot better than subsoil, because subsoil has so much color to it already. You always have to overcome that color that's already in the soil. And then right here is a completed rammed earth table. It has the epoxy. It's been polished. It's on metal table legs that I created. This one has a little seashell embedded. So that's kind of what they look like when completed. And this year I've just been doing these little 16 by 16 squares. Next year I'm going to move up to do full coffee table size tables, and then eventually do like dining table size, but I need a bigger space before I can do that. So I've got to start selling these and make them profitable before I can really scale up. But that's kind of the rundown for my 2020 projects, and going forward in 2021, be continuing work on these and scaling these up. All right, next order of business for 2021 is hands-on workshops. So we have another excellent lineup all the way from April, probably stretching through November for next year. And if you want to register, I'll open up registrations probably the first or second week of January. Just go to my website, thiscobbhouse.com, go to the workshops tab, and you'll get all the info there. And finally, if you want to get a head start on learning, I've got a special treat for y'all. I do this every year, but I have my 90% discount on all my video courses, all my online courses, from now till the end of the year, actually till January 1st, New Year's. And what this includes is over 17 hours of video lessons I've compiled over the past about 7 years. And these will teach you step by step everything I teach you in the hands-on workshops, plus a lot more. It's going to teach you step by step how to build cob buildings from foundations all the way through to roofing and the finishing steps. So it's kind of laid out in step-by-step order, and you can sort of choose the modules you want to focus on. You can go all the way through the course, or just take little snippets out. There's a lot of information, so you can just kind of pick and choose what you need. I'm also including the design course materials. This is a little bit more focused on an engineered design for a cob building. A lot of these apply to other buildings as well. So if you're doing rammed earth or even straw bale or conventional stick frame, a lot of this stuff is very beneficial and useful either way. Also includes about 100 pages of design diagrams I've compiled, and includes about 100 pages of reading material. So you get 17 hours plus video, a lot of design diagrams, a lot of reading, pretty much everything I've compiled all in one place, and it's 90% off. So yeah, save you about 400 bucks, and it's only 50 bucks this week. So take this opportunity, get this material. If you're still stuck inside in quarantine, this is a perfect opportunity to go through the material, and then come join me in April or next summer for a hands-on workshop. Right, so if you want to take advantage of the sale this week until the end of the year, I'm putting a link down below in the video description. Just click that link and it'll take you to the sales page. Only takes like 10 seconds to fill it out and complete the purchase. And everything is downloadable, and you can just download it straight to your computer or even your phone if you wanted to, tablet, whatever it might be. Whether you're on PC or Mac, it doesn't matter. It's very accessible. So link is down below, grab that up, and otherwise I think that's it for this video. For 2021, I encourage you to set your goals. Everybody's got different ideas, but especially if you're doing a large project, if you want to build a house for yourself, if you have land, you want to build buildings, infrastructure, whatever it might be, set your goals and just work incrementally, step by step by step. Building things is a big deal. It's expensive, it takes a lot of time, a lot of planning. So the best thing to do so you don't get overwhelmed is to set your goal and just set little incremental steps. And if you can work every day or every week completing one of those steps, I guarantee you'll reach your goal. You just got to have the discipline and the planning, and you'll get there eventually. So yeah, with that said, have a good rest of the year. Be safe and go out there and work your craft, and I'll see you all in 2021.